What's up, everybody? It's Chibi, and today I'm here to bring you an anime review on World Trigger. I like this episode. Probably one of my favorite episodes, actually, when it comes to World Trigger. I mean, I've liked World Trigger quite a bit, but out of all the episodes, I really do like this episode because of some certain plot progressions along with character interactions, and the animation, for the most part, was decent compared to the standard of World Trigger. So, one thing I want to say, the ending conclusion really gets me hyped up about this episode. I was really engaged into the episode. I was watching it, and I was like, oh my god, this is getting really good. And then the episode just drops off like that when Replica's about to spill the beans on Treon soldiers, the different neighbors, and stuff like that. He's about to reveal all this information, and the episode ends like that. I'm like, yo, World Trigger, you do this to me. You're just stabbing me. You're stabbing me with this cliffhanger because I was getting really engaged into this episode. I was really drawn in, wanting to know more, and just the way this ending is, it really makes me want to just read the manga. It does. I love World Trigger. As I've said multiple times before in my reviews, World Trigger is a really good series. The story, I love it. I really do love the series. I can look past the animation for this really good story when it comes to World Trigger, and especially the way this episode is slowly building up and progressing with Kuga, finding out more about, Replica, his father, the neighborhood, and the different countries and stuff inside of that. There's just some really good information anyone would like, and you also have a really good fight in the first half of the episode. So, let's dive into the fight. Now, the fight of this episode, it turned out exactly like I thought it would. Kuga just wrecks Midorikawa, or whatever, Midorikawa. He just wrecks him like it's nothing. At first, he was losing. I was actually getting quite worried. It's like, whoa, 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 Kuga's losing. And then after the second loss, I started keying. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. So he's pretty much letting himself lose to figure out the moves and abilities of his opponent. And I like the way that was demonstrated and showing how Kuga, as a fighter, he's very intelligent. He thinks about different tactics of how he can outthink his opponent and how he can crush their morale or spirit. That's exactly what Kuga did in the fight. He crushed his opponent's spirit and used the opponent's anger or pride and arrogance against the person. And Kuga, the way he did that, it just goes to show you how battle-hardened he is in the past, because we know he fought quite a bit in the past, and, when he was in the neighbor's world, and to see how he's using these different aspects of, his training in the past in this day and age, where he's at now in Border, I like that. It just goes to show you how experienced Kuga is as a fighter, and how different he is from the standard Border agent, especially even A-class Border agents. I mean, he beat an A-class Border agent. That's as high as you almost can go, besides S-class if you don't have a black trigger. So, Kuga just beat one of the top elites in Border, and he's a C rank. So, yeah, that's pretty freaking impressive. I mean, I highly doubt he could beat someone like Jin. I mean, it's already obvious he wouldn't be able to beat someone like Jin, but it's still the point. Kuga can beat maybe a low or middle class rank A Border agent. And I'm wondering, I mean, if Kuga is already that strong, he's already demonstrated this strength, who is going to be able to rival him in power in the future of the series? Because this is a shonen, and, usually these type of series are very long-running and ongoing. So, they're going to have to introduce, different classes or different special force teams or secret, teams and stuff before Kuga can have a challenge. Because with these A-classes or low-level A-class ranked, kids, they can't really touch Kuga at all. So I'm looking forward to seeing exactly who's going to be able to match up with him in the future besides the high-up elites in the S-class or, the high-up A-class. Now, moving past that, episode overall, really good progression for Osamu in this episode. You get to see some inner thoughts with him and his inner monologue of how he needs to improve himself, and also he reflects on his fight with what he lost the last episode beforehand, and to see how he reflects on this is in trying to improve himself. And as a character, he admits that he lost so many times, he's only won once. It just goes to show you the type of personality he has, and it actually makes me respect Osamu quite a bit compared to how I did beforehand, because he's a very honest and down-to-earth character that admits that he has faults, he admits that he is weak, and he's trying to improve himself. So, yeah, I gained a lot more respect after this little mini fighting arc we were just in, and I can't wait to see how more he will progress in the future. I can't wait to see if Osamu gets a lot stronger, maybe the next couple episodes or not. Now, that's pretty much the episode when it comes to World Trigger. A very slow-paced episode, but it was really good, it was enjoyable, engaging, animation a lot better than normal. I mean, it wasn't the best. By no means was it, amazing. But, I mean, animation was better than most episodes of World Trigger. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.